Well, there's a new version of the Tanzu Build Service out, and I thought it would be great to go over why it exists. I certainly know I need to brush up every now and then. When you're doing an application that runs on Kubernetes, one of the core things that you do is you build images. Every time you have a new release, new code, you rebuild an image. The component that is a node that runs in a pod that connects with other things in your distributed architecture. The way this has been done over the years is the developer builds that image on their laptop using a Docker file or another OCI way of doing it. But this doesn't always work out well in a large organization, or really any organization where you're coordinating with many other things. Because when the developer builds the image on their own, they are in charge of managing the operating system that's used at the base, and also managing all the dependencies that their code uses. Instead, what the Tanzu Build Service does is uses something called Cloud Native Build Packs, which come from years of learning and use in the enterprise space from the Cloud Foundry world and Heroku and a couple of other places. The build packs allow developers to specify what their code is, the dependencies, and not worry about actually building the image or managing all of the dependencies and the operating system used. Now, this is paired with an open source project called Kpack that coordinates taking those build packs and automating the builds, taking the standard operating systems, the base images that you have, managing the dependencies, but magically what it does is it can also trigger builds of those images. Now, this plugs into your existing build pipeline, and what it means is that when there's a new feature that you want to add to your software, you can just trigger a build, all the images are rebuilt, and then can be deployed into your Kubernetes clusters. What this means security-wise is that also when new patches come out, you can, without the developers having to get overly involved, update those base images, update the images that are built from them, but also update all those dependencies that exist and get those builds out. And this is what over the years, banks, governments, other large organizations that we've worked with in the VMware Tanzu world, they rely on this thinking to make sure that they can not only patch in a timely way, but that they can do deploys during the workday instead of having to worry about doing them at night. If you're interested in that, check out some of the links below to check out some demos and explanations of the Tanzu Build Service. And as always, you can go to tanzutalk.com to find those links, archives, and everything else.